All right, guys. Nerd Z, is you ready? Okay. All right.
No,
What the hell's going on here? They're getting into like their zone.
Yes.
Delpesh, is you ready?
yes.
All right. In a world where even though you're not my man and you're my girl, I'ma call you my
Shawty.
and I can't stand that she just treated bad. I beat it for my
Shawty.
and we ain't doing nothing that we ain't supposed to do, cause you're mine. Whoa. Yeah, this is the event. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got Nerd Z here. We got Del Pesh here. Del Najiro, sorry. Del Najiro.
Hi, guys. And gals.
And yes, and the gal and whoever you identify with.
Who we identify with.
It is summer.
Whoa.
Is it summer? Or has it already been summer?
It's been summer.
Alright.
It's been summer since like June.
I feel like it's done next week, like the way it feels.
Don't say
Where
that.
have you been? What is going on in your life?
I am.
You have been speeding through life. Like,
Wow.
what's happening?
Straight Donovan Bailey.
Clearly, you're doing a lot.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What are you getting yourself into?
I don't know.
What are you getting? Wow.
Activities?
Extracurricular
Have you been
activities.
places all over Toronto or something?
No.
Especially in this past week?
No, I guess I've been around, but I don't know.
Been around.
I've been here. I'm alive. You know?
So funny.
I'm alive. How did you guys do it? You know, it was a very wet week for you guys.
Oh.
But yes, but that no, like so. For those that experienced, I hope your basements are dry.
Oh my gosh.
The amount of water damage I've seen on
That is an
TikTok
understatement.
and Instagram,
Drake's house was flooded too.
and what people don't understand, that's sewage water. Say it with me, people.
Was that sewage water?
Sewage water. No,
Oh.
that's sewage water.
His was sewage water?
No, everyone's.
Oh.
Because like
Oh, with
That's
a
what- that's what
ringworm on your foot bottom.
Well, that's the issue.
Ringworm.
Yeah. Because I know a
Oh.
lot of places closed down for downtown.
Oh.
I shout out to the people who survived. That's all I can say. And
Water damage is no joke, you know.
It's
I'm
not.
saying, like
It's really no joke.
It's not. And hopefully you had insurance.
that's the thing. Like
Especially because our weather is not like when it gets cold, it just makes it worse. Like we deal with winter and summers. Like water damage is no joke.
it's crazy because it was like I'm at work and it was just a typical rain, so I'm okay.
Oh,
But it didn't stop though. And at one point it was like heavy.
Did you have power at work?
They had a generator.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like
Yeah. So it's just like okay, it's just raining hard. Oh, all right.
yeah, I think that's what happened for some places. Because I work in North York region. Our lights were on. We didn't have an issue until I got home.
I should have stayed at work.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah. Sure.
Jeez.
No power.
When did you guys notice? Like when you guys are driving, seeing the lights?
What lights?
I wish.
Oh, just give me the light.
Hey.
Bling, bling.
When I finished work is when I found out.
Oh, like right when like
When I got home from work is when I found out there was no power.
You didn't see no power like on the stoplights, or you just like,
Nothing.
holy.
Only until we got to the four-way. I'm like, oh, okay, four-way.
Four-way
whatever.
what? Okay, it's just
Has
here.
nothing to do with me.
how was the highway coming back?
Honestly, the highway wasn't that bad.
No.
Unless
If you're
unless you're on
going
TV
eastbound.
Unless you're on DVP.
DVP?
It was bad.
Yeah, DVP from what I heard was horrible
was
because from what I heard
flooded.
it was flooded, and a lot of me, you know what? So here's the thing, right? Did they explain to people that they are below the water line?
I don't think they
I
care.
mean,
They didn't care about any of
it might
that.
have been mentioned before, but
You know, because then in the clause of people who actually end up living in the basement, and they're below the water line. I hope that was in their agreement.
Boy,
Yo.
boy, the water running. Boy,
Z just brought up an important
probably. I think it is.
Hope so.
I would believe so.
I don't think
I
so.
don't believe so. I would believe so.
I don't think so.
But what do I know?
But
I
to
was
see.
surprised seeing the cars.
It's the QEW for me.
Man, just should have drive through and it's like,
And
oh,
it
it's
was
flooding.
flooding. It was flooding, and they were abandoning their cars. What?
They say that's a smart. They say that's a smart.
Yeah, it is.
though,
One of the
Would you ever believe that Toronto would ever get flooded?
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah. I remember one time.
flooded, like highways, cannot drive. Cars are floating on the highways. Can you ever think to yourself
yeah.
that statement would ever be
I definitely
true?
I definitely can.
because of the whole climate change thing. Yeah,
I definitely can.
I remember this is going to happen every year after year after year. All it takes is one heavy day, and then
But do
remember
you know
there was
how far that is? The QEW is close to the ocean, eh? Please remember this. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
DVP. What part of the DVP was flooded?
Oh, that was a big
that
gap.
was like
Yo,
And all the way up to Drake's Place? That's Forest Hill, guys.
That's like 10 minutes from us.
that's
Lawrence. That's Lawrence and like,
That's like right.
yeah.
We watched
That's like literally up there.
in that area.
But
Direction.
you know what's even more crazy? Like, I'll be so mad after like an 8-hour shift. Now you're in a pool of water. Don't know where this water is, what is in this water, and you have to jump out and bail your car.
That's
You like, what do you pick up? Like, the water goes, oh! And then you have to, and then you're thinking that it's gonna be to your ankle height. No, knee height.
Knee, chest, man.
To your level, to your chest. Oh my god! Like, I feel sorry for the people that are under 5 foot.
Like,
that's just because
Like, it's rough.
or if you had a low riding car,
Yeah, like low riding cars.
it's even lower for you.
It's like, bloop, bloop, bloop.
people don't take it in like you to get out. You gotta open your car door so water just goes in automatically.
Yeah.
Then you gotta close the car door and be like,
That's it.
and you gotta
Swim through it. See what's bad is that
sewage water.
the libraries got closed down.
All them books.
Oh my gosh, all of those books.
They had like water
They
damage
have to,
because
yeah,
what do they do? Just
and they have to get discarded and everything like that. Do you know how many libraries closed down because of it? Like, it was actually crazy.
I was gonna say they probably had to like.
The one
what did they do with
is-
the?
is-
What did they do?
Yeah, Maria Sugar.
What did they do like with the books? They just burn them?
For those, they have to discard them,
When you say discard, do you mean like just
like throw away.
throw?
straight
Okay.
up throw away.
Recycling.
Yeah.
Lord.
Because then the thing is, some of the libraries actually had poop.
See, that's what I mean. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So like one of the branches, yeah,
This guy-
they discovered they had to close it down. They're like, no, this is not just sewage water. Or this is not just water. There's actual poop flowing. Like,
Hey, shout out to the plumbers. Like, honestly, that job.
Ooh, the money they're gonna make this
That's
week.
what I'm saying.
They
For
are
next month?
They
Next
are
month.
going to collect, but shout out to you guys because you are the reasons why, like, you know, like we don't have to worry about, sewage
ugh.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Because
A lot of people
guys, if
realize
you
that.
guys weren't doing your job the right way, whoa,
just in case it happens again, and it will happen again. A lot of people don't know about their phones here. You can get a radio on this. You just have to plug in your headphones.
That is true.
So while I'm sitting on the porch, just like I'm listening to the radio because like I have the headphones plugged in because it treats it as an antenna.
really?
Yeah. So everybody has a radio app, whether you're Android or Apple. And then from there you can just listen to updates.
So you
can't-
have no power. Like, I just like
You
man.
can't get AM though. You can get FM though. But basically, music was playing. No hosts were talking because it just they probably were told, you have to go home early. Remember, way back in the day, it was the blackout.
Yeah,
It was the same
thing,
protocol.
just
Music just playing. You don't really
no updates.
no updates, no nothing.
That's crazy.
So, interesting.
Unfortunately, I didn't have to deal with what you guys had to deal with.
Yeah.
And
Okay. All right.
I'm just,
Well, I didn't have to deal with it very long either.
my heart goes out to my heart goes out to all you guys that have been affected. I know it's a tough situation.
You seen that footage where the there's a tenant in the basement, and he's just walking like this, bed gone,
Crazy.
like cupboards like this.
Because
gone.
water damage is a bad thing, you know.
It is.
Your cabinet done.
This is melamine.
Your
Melamine, like
your
what water touches that? That's
your
awful.
bed soak up. Now it's just a sponge. Ooh. Who's paying for that?
That is
When it's a
that is
natural
good question.
disaster.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works, but
Oh, if you had house insurance.
if you had house insurance and
Yeah, if
you know, I don't know if these rental parties, like how, and plus you think if you think these insurance want to pay out, you're gonna have another thing coming, they'll do everything to not pay out. So it's like, oh, so you had water damage, but like our water damage, you didn't have flooding damage.
no, they'll play with the wording.
Water is different than flooding damage.
That's so funny.
You know what I mean? Oh, your phone is busted. Do you have factory issues or your own issues? We don't deal with your own issues, but anything that's deal with the factory issues, yeah, we'll take care of.
We'll take it, right?
It's just a part of the game, right? But hey, I wish you guys all the best.
They said there's $1 billion worth of damage.
Only $1 billion?
I'm surprised at that too. Actually, $1 billion. Yeah.
I don't trust any of the numbers they carry anymore. I don't trust anyone.
billion?
Did you just a little like sidetrack? Did you hear it was like 7 million of like Serb? They don't know who accounted for like 7 million.
I heard of that. I thought it was 16. 16
It
billion.
probably did, but like a bunch of money they don't know who accounted for.
Supposedly.
They're throwing their arms in there. They're like,
Yeah, they don't know.
It's crazy. Some people had to pay it out because they had to pay it out. Others got away with it, and then the rest is just like up in the air. They don't know. That's an interesting one.
It's very.
But at the end of the day, speaking of like, I mean,
Water filled with
water and floaters.
Yeah.
Wasaga Beach. So, allegedly, well, you know, I can't even say alleged because it's been a repeated
offense.
It's repeated. Wow.
There are certain group of people that are
Claimed.
are defecating, I guess.
Yeah.
Defecating at Wasaga Beach. Now, first off,
In the sand.
no, not even in the sand, in the water.
Oh, in the water.
Like just defecate. Yo, listen.
But people swim in there, which I wouldn't ever.
First off,
but
I don't swim in Wasaga, Lakeshore, like no Professor's Lake, like no body of water out here.
Yeah,
that's an hour away, hour and a half away. I am afraid. Ringworm and salmon, like.
Yes,
like,
E. coli, all that stuff. Yeah.
People were just washing their hands 5 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Thoroughly just discovering their hand, washing hands, sanitizer, and paper towel, and drying, and knowing to lather for 20 seconds. Okay?
Specifically 20 seconds, yes.
Right? So the only place I would go, maybe like, was it Tobermory? Like Grand Bend area, where the water is blue. Water is blue and clear.
Like blue and clear. Like,
nice. So I know that this water is okay for me to swim in. Like, look how much times they kept saying that, like, the water is not okay to swim in. They were reporting this. The water is not okay to swim in.
They say that every year.
You decide to go in there and come out with a next finger. You see what I'm saying? And now people are
just to activate, like in
dropping a deuce in the water. And
whatever's in there is eating it for nutrients. And if someone catches that fish and eats that, I hope they clean the fish.
That's how contagion starts.
Bro. No, that's how like zombie stuff.
That's how contagion. Y'all talk about COVID. Y'all like you didn't watch Contagion to watch how Contagion started.
I feel like a lot of people don't watch scary movies, but that's just my opinion.
That was like a thriller. I would say that's somewhat a thriller.
They don't.
The
general genre.
COVID, I said Contagion was like the top movie on Netflix during COVID.
Right?
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Fecal matter.
Some of them scary movies are like blueprints for real. Like blueprints and prophecies.
Prophecies, yep. And
like
so There's a guy, I've seen the video, he was basically saying that, his group of people, there's less than 5% of people that are pooping in the water.
That's so funny.
Theft.
95% of his ethnicity does not represent the 5% that are actually making dookie on the floor.
That's wow.
But and
Sorry, dookie in the water.
Dookie in the water, theft, and certain things, right? And he's saying that you guys are ruining it for the rest of us that are trying to make a living and opportunity and stuff like that.
Why can't people just go through character?
What do you mean?
Instead of this whole phrase of like ruin it for the rest of us, just be like, no, just look at how their personality and character is. Just only isolate them as that.
It only works
because you never know. It might be one of their uncles.
No.
Okay, I didn't.
Or siblings.
I don't. Whoa.
No.
Might be closer than they thought.
No.
I think.
I was not going at the angle at all.
I just think people love.
Saying,
it's easier. I think just society and people is just easier to generalize everybody.
Which is
not okay. It's not okay.
Yeah.
Not all Jamaicans smoke weed.
This is true, but they're not really generalizing in a sense of like stereotyping. They're generalizing in a sense of a actual group of people who are repeated offenders of doing this activity. There's proof behind it.
But that could be any, when I say character, like trait and stuff like that, it could be any color. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get color blinded.
Right now, it's a specific color. Right?
Yes, it's a specific
And
group.
the problem is, it's ruining it. Like, those acts are ruining for everybody.
For the image of that group.
Right. And,
See, that's the part I go...
I understand, because you know what? You're a smart individual. You know to believe that. Not everybody does this.
Well, yeah.
Right? But there's people out here that don't believe that. They believe like, you guys are the problem. This was never a problem before. Now it is because of you guys.
Yes, doing it.
Get out of here. What throws me off a little bit slightly.
Right.
Because I understand that. And I understand that aspect. I understand the people are like, hey, I'm just here to live my life. And these guys are popping up and ruining it for us. I understand that. Especially if that was your group, right? The problem is like...
What is your group?
What it is for me is like, bro, I can't be the person to say like all of them generalize them to be all of them, because when it comes to us, they can't wait to like CP24 City News comments section. Certain things.
Toronto Star comments. Yeah.
Toronto Star, Toronto Sun. A shooting happened. Oh, had to be these guys over there doing it.
Right.
Although it could be anybody that's shooting.
Right.
But they're saying, the first thing that comes to mind. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like certain groups, they'll be like, oh, this shooting happened over there. Shooting in school. Oh no, that person is the issue, not all of us.
So funny. But okay, those.
You know what I mean?
But hear me out. I'm gonna be
tread lightly.
Devil's advocate.
Tread lightly.
If statistically being shown that ethnic group does do these things, is it fair to then say, based on the trend, based on the numbers, based on the results, this group is more likely to?
It is fair.
And especially in the neighborhood of where it's done to, or the circumstances of how it's done to.
It's fair. It is, I guess, to an extent. It is it's fair to an extent.
I mean, like, if people were saying wild comments like, oh, a shooting happened, and it's like, oh, it must be another black guy, then I'd be like, wow.
Ouch.
That's a little racist. But, you know, like, it's just like, I don't think so. But that's what I mean. Like, but if depending on the circumstances, I think someone can make a logical.
I'm gonna play a certain type of game. So like, the story I told like I think 2 summers ago, where I was on the bus and someone's just booty hole naked with a full backpack on, just on.
See, honestly, I couldn't even tell you whose ethnicity that would be, or even
name
question.
that race.
I'd just be like, yeah, I'd just be like,
but
poor thing, like.
But some people will be like, Okay, backpack on. That's obviously
a certain race.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you're like, no, it was this race. You're like, really? That's not okay.
No, no. But when I was telling that story, people went, "Oh, okay, we know it's that
See,
oven over
that's
there."
crazy. That's crazy. Where it's like, that says that some people will give more grace to others for certain actions, but then be like judgmental and in arms for another. Like,
Right.
Like,
Wow.
okay, like the poop story. Everyone, I literally thought it was right, but then I got hit with a plot twist. I was just like, oh, okay, that's.
the guy who was pooping in buckets and throwing it at people.
Oh,
You know what?
That's normally
that
not-
was a plot twist. But like, I hate that. That's a plot twist. Like, I said, oh, wait, really, dog?
I was like, you're doing that? Like,
But
That's so funny.
But first off, I didn't.
That is so funny.
Out of the list of people,
That's
race that I thought it would be, I did not think that.
I didn't-
But then I said, oh, that's a scary, because imagine, like, that person's walking with a bucket and you're like, it can't be that person.
no, yeah, you don't, yeah.
You wouldn't think based off how he looks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I walk by people and you see them clench their purse. And
Right.
you know what I mean? And just like, I don't want, first
People
off,
still do it in
first
2024,
off, I don't want anything for your purse.
right?
Sometimes I want to engage. Rah!
God, no.
Sometimes I want to pump fake it a little bit, just strike some fear. You know what I mean? But that's not. That's
the
not.
fine does not condone someone pulls their purse away from them to scare them.
Not to take it,
I don't
but
know
like
how- I don't know
not
how
to take it, but it's like
I don't know how that'll end.
just mud out.
But what's funny is sometimes I just want to go. "Ah!"
Yeah, I'm like just scare them a little bit.
Why
Strike
are you
fear.
trying to see how far these people believe in these delusions? Like, what's
You
wrong
thought
with
something was
you?
wrong with me? You thought something was wrong with me?
Oh my
I seen a
gosh.
video where Leon Edwards, I guess he was walking, and then there was like a lady, Asian lady, and he's just walking on the street, and you can see her looking back, scared. And then
I mean,
I think he ran and chased her.
But
he was chasing. He's like, oh no! And the girl screaming, ah! Come boiling up in it. It's like, shut up, man. We're not all. But then you want us to save anyway.
Like, hold on, I'll throw another scenario. Like one time, apparently, it's an urban legend. I'll say, dramatization may not have happened. But anyways, apparently on St. Clair, someone wanted someone gone, so they threw dynamite, or they tried to attempt to throw dynamite in a restaurant. Thank God it didn't go off. And so when I heard that story, I was just like,
Kick
okay.
that probably would have. Dang.
When I read the story, I was like,
And the place
anything-
never blew up.
and thank God it never blew up. But anything
Did that person go to jail? They must have.
Yeah, I don't think they got caught.
What?
That was the urban legend, by the way. It's an urban legend. Well, I don't think they got caught.
Oh,
But immediately I thought
almost detonated? That's crazy.
of a sheet of paper. Immediately, immediately. Anything with explosives, mass shootings. Oh my goodness.
Sir,
Just heinous acts. Streaking is that's a specific.
yo, bro, I
Streaking
feel
is
so bad for the cops that have to deal with a streaker, bro.
like ugh,
Because first off,
you feel like
for you to be for you to be naked, and more times, like, you're in a situation where you didn't bathe, so you're just grime.
there is
Like, there's not like
high
a
chance.
like pause or I don't know. There's no cleanly streaker, you would say. So when you see them, like, you ever see the cops trying to pick?
is so
You ever see a cop trying to catch a streaker, bro? It's like they just slip right off, like zoop, and they're right back to whatever they're doing, somersaults, backflips.
because they're running all sweaty and
Bro, how do you catch that?
oh my goodness.
Taser doesn't hit them because, like,
Oh, I gotta
yo,
chase
bro.
this person.
And then next, streaker decides to, like, just piss or spit.
You see,
Or,
that's the
like-
part. So there's a video I saw on Twitter,
Wait.
as many people enjoy on Twitter.
Here's my random question. Do streakers wear shoes? Okay, continue.
You know, that's sometimes actually.
You know what? I think
That's actually a sometimes.
so if they wear shoes, personally, If I see someone running in shoes, I'm like, okay, you're just doing this for. If you have no shoes on, I'm like, you might have to. You might have to just be like, yeah, no.
So,
you ever see that video with the guy that seen the bison? He's like, no,
I ain't playing with you with this Baltimore accent.
I ain't playing with you today, dude. That with
Nah. This video I saw. Okay, a streaker was on something, but he was trying to bust like his back door open. So the guy's on the phone like, "Please help! This guy's trying to get in my house." And the guy's just like, no, he's booty hole naked, and he's just trying to get in the guy's house. You know, and then eventually the second.
But did he live there?
No, he didn't live there.
Okay.
No,
He's just a random guy trying to get into a random house.
But then you see the footage afterward. The police, they had to like I said, you have to tackle a naked person,
and they just slip and slide, bro. Like
oh my goodness.
The is like, how do you describe him? Oh, he's naked. I know.
He's naked.
That's crazy.
That's what
it's
crazy.
It's the for men. I feel like it's probably a little bit difficult because it's like you don't want to wrangle people's manhood, and I feel a lot of males would be like, I don't want to touch
first
it.
off,
I don't want it to touch me.
First,
you know, like you don't want to be in any positions where it gets in your face. You don't want to be in the wrong side. Yeah. You don't want.
As a cop, you got to be mature about it,
right? You don't want to.
That'd be funny. Like man's like just like you had to do whatever you had to do to arrest the streaker, and then you have the car ride back. It's like so.
Yeah, and you know what's so bad? You know what's even worse?
You want to wash your hands?
See that I was about to say. Well, in that ride, you know, there's nothing stopping them from defecating in your seat or soiling your seat.
That's not your problem. That's hey.
And so, but you have to deal with the stench.
No, I think that's why the seats. I think that's why the seats are leather. I think that's why they have to stick it to spray it off. To spray it, they just need to spray it off, bro.
Yo,
I don't think
that is a movie scene right there.
They just need to spray it off and call it a day. You don't think that's not the first time someone defecated in a cop car?
That's sadly not the first time.
Like, bro,
I don't think that's the first
and that's
time.
the thing, and that's why I've learned to not really stereotype every single thing. Sometimes, like even that thing that happened with Philly when the man shot and hit the lady's leg.
You would think it's yeah.
And then I didn't see, and then when I saw the clip, I said, and I was even more mad. I'm like, hey, you crazy? That's some crazy work.
That's some crazy like Z. If you've seen like the cam footage, like he was already pre-firing in the parking lot. Quickly ran inside. It could have been. It was just like this has to go on somebody. And then, bam, fired. And then he just skedaddled out the shop.
He turned himself in quick because you know people.
The one was going. He blanked on my leg.
You think
he blanked on my
those guys are going to deal with whoever caught him? Ooh,
that guy's just.
Forgive me, but they were.
I mean, it's definitely attempted.
But see, he made music too.
That's unfortunate.
Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. But like,
what does he think? He's gonna rap these lyrics now?
What I don't like.
Makes the music hit harder. I'm sorry.
But yes, that guy deserves to go to jail though. Like that, no.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people deserve. Like if that type of fecal indecency, you deserve jail time. You deserve jail time.
That's enough. You
need to go to jail, like for real.
No, that's. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
If I'm on the beach when I decide to walk, and I see a man just get up out the water and just float like, nigga, what?
Yeah, just you being on the other end while it's happening.
The problem is me be on the other end watching that, bro. No. If I didn't know what was happening, I'm just saying. If I'm just seeing that happen, bro, what do I do, bro? I'm leaving the situation. I'm going to leave.
When you do you go up to him or not?
Yo, you do not go up to for someone to do certain things. He's
not wiping.
Certain things.
That's the part.
Yo, bro,
off.
You're using
no wipe.
Wasaga bidet as a bidet, fam. Yo, bro, I am.
If he wipes. Does he wash his hands with the same water, or does he use another
Yo, bro,
water?
I don't listen.
Water, like...
There's no time for me to think. I am out of there because. And then he starts walking to the sign. Yo, you better run. Certain things you just have to. You just have to run away. Run from the situation. I'm going right back to my car. Click, click. I'm out.
What are you gonna do when catch up to him though?
Yo, bro. How do you sit on the beach if you just watch that happen?
Why would you jump the car?
How do you stay on the beach?
Why would
you see a man
the
do the walk off
and skirt off?
Why would you stay on the beach?
Why would you?
Don't you see that's a problem?
I don't know what driving off.
Yo, bro. Why would I stay on the beach? If you see a man over there pissing in the middle of the bank and you have to go in the bank, I'm not going in the bank.
Yeah.
That's, first of all, that visual is crazy. You have to go to the bank and someone just straight up and just give you a look like...
But that's what I'm saying.
Bro. Yo, bro, why are you there? Why is that even an interaction?
For those at home, they're pissing and they just give you a look like...
No matter what, whether you're watching the man,
it's not an interaction you need to have. You see, that's not it. You see it, you're out. You lock eyes, you even indefinitely lock out. If you lock eyes, you're leaving indefinitely. You leave indefinitely, bro.
And then what? Like you leave the beach and then say what to who?
Bro,
so you gotta call. So okay,
you gotta report. I don't.
Who actually
how
runs?
Do you report?
What
that?
311?
So who do you report? So who do you report? And who's like responsible for like?
Probably the police, right? The police would probably pull them over for like public indecency.
And the worst thing is you probably have like lifeguards and they just seeing it.
But they can't do anything. What are they supposed to do? Get a fishing net and try and catch it?
Oh man, that's not your pay grade, man. Oh,
right? Then it's probably waste patrol, waste and management.
Bro.
So they have to call, they have to call someone to clean
all right. I'm just going to say this. Because I'm just, like, I don't want to think about the process. Because I think about, like, even my situation. If I saw a shooting, why am I there to have any type of interaction of a shooting or a robbery? I am out.
Yo.
Like, where am I gonna lock eyes with a person? Like,
but they're not gonna be doing it bare where everybody can see you.
Yo, bro, they're doing it bare. That is the problem. That is the problem. They're doing it bare. That's why people are so upset.
Out in the field.
Yeah, it's not really like
they're not doing it discreetly. But that's even worse. That's the biggest deception. You turn around the block, the bush, and then all of a sudden you see this turd floating around.
Oh,
like, what?
But that's
coming with the wave.
Yo, bro. Honestly, I would, bro. Yo, there has to be more shame. There has to be more shame.
No, people are reporting this on the beach.
But the problem is,
people do this in the pool too.
I know people would be mad and they'll be yelling at the person.
People do this in the
pool.
But
I think a lot of people are afraid to yell at that person because if that person's already doing that, imagine when they're coming to, don't come to me, I'm just. Like, hey, you are a nasty individual. What do you do? Like, the man's like, what? I said, you're a nasty individual. You want to say it to my... No, don't say it to my face. You leave, bro. You report it as these people on TikTok are reporting it. You say what you've seen and you tell, and that's how you do a report offense. That's what you don't call... See, common sense. You don't go and tell the man... What the hell are you doing? That person's already doing something crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. But some people would just take it upon themselves because they're so angry. The conviction. The conviction of like trying to take that person out.
I remember the news.
Soiling the water.
Yo, I remember the news report when the woman was like, I was in the midst of the robbery. She saw the robbery happening. And then her smart self decided to say, that's not a real gun. And I said, oh, really? You want me to show you? Oh, gun butt. Bro, first off, you should be having a conversation with a robber. You should have why are you challenging certain things?
Why are you
if I see anytime I see something unnormal, I don't think maybe it's based off our color.
Yes.
When you see something off, we just stare and just not like you kind of leave that situation or you just whoa, like I don't know. You don't challenge those people. You don't go, hey, what are you doing over there? Stop that nasty. Because that man started coming to you like, what do you mean?
Yo, he spin farts on you like.
Oh, yo, bro, you're making it so much more than it has to be.
But that's what I mean. I feel like there's a level. No, honestly, no shade. No. I'm gonna start laughing, but
You go to a man, you go wash your hands.
But that's the thing. I feel like sometimes some people would be brave enough to pick up their own thing and throw it at you.
Yeah, you're already at the other. Yo, bro. You're already at a certain state.
They get so angry. They say, "Oh, it's close by." Like they'll reach in the water.
They're trying to shame me. Yo, bro. That's what I'm saying. You remember the woman that threw it at the man in the Timmy's? You remember that? The man said, "I need to use the washroom." The person used the washroom in the middle of the store and flinged it, picked up her flag. I said, "Why?" Yo, bro. Somebody has to die. That is a biohazard, brother.
It's biological warfare.
Biological warfare.
That's a different.
That you should get 15 years. Hold that 15 years. No parole, bro.
Nah, man, look.
That was a premeditated thing. That is not spontaneous. That can't be spontaneous. If it's spontaneous, you need a medical check. But
oh my God.
I'm gonna say this.
For someone to do that, though,
let me just pass away from that crappy side of that situation.
Wait,
I'll just say,
before you exit, like you're just. I don't know. Besides, like the PSA that you showed us, I don't know if this activity is gonna stop. I don't know if it's gonna.
I feel like we need more PSAs.
What's a PSA?
Like when the guy was talking about.
Yeah,
the public service.
Can you please
stop ruining it for the rest of us?
Right.
And I feel like I commend them for doing that. I feel like our race should do that for certain things as well. Certain things that we need to be like, yo, you guys are ruining it for us. Cut that out.
It's not even just us. It's more than just us. Like, it's everybody. But it's also just the things that are just going wrong in doing this activity. Like, it is not, it's a health and safety issue. It's a biohazard. It's the contamination of the water. It's affecting the sewage, and especially in that area, if it's actually regularly regulated or not. All these things. Yeah.
I didn't pay $500,000 for this house for someone to shit in my beach.
I have to deal with that, and
I gotta deal with this. I'm a taxpayer.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm a taxpayer.
I'm just saying, even the theft, they're talking about the theft, but I see it as a bigger perspective. Yes, they're holding their people accountable. We need to hold our people accountable just as much.
But we do, but people get yelled at.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We need to hold it in a way where, you're doing certain things. We need to bring back shame. Not shame in a sense of correction. Come on, man. Stop doing this stuff. Stop doing this, because they're already putting it all on us, and then it's already promoted that, hey, we do this anyway.
Yeah, but shame comes in with also exclusion.
So you're saying we should have some type of
excommunication? You're talking
about
See, but that's the thing. We're trying to move away from that.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, we're trying to get into.
If they're willing to.
We're trying to get into a state of rehabilitation.
If they're willing to listen. The key part. If they're.
What's the incentive of actually being able to find a toilet and use it?
See that.
What do you mean? What's the incentive? I'm not even thinking about the toilet. I'm not talking about that. We already flushed past that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about just things and issues that they will say only this race does, or this community does, or that community.
Right.
I'm saying that.
But then each community's issues are different as well, though.
Right, but I do think there has to be a sense of accountability that we need to be like, hey, yo, you guys are pushing something. I know it's being pushed in a sense and it's endorsed, but at the same time, the machine is endorsing you guys to do foolery. Okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then would some people really want to be regulated like that?
Not necessarily regulated. It's more do better. Do better.
Yeah, but so groups of people who are doing that activity, for example. Yes, it is harming people. However, it's not harming people that bad. Find a toilet. That's really what you have to say to people.
I'm trying to get away from
But that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But in other social constructs, in different ethnicities and different problems or conflicts, our conflict is not as easy as finding a bathroom. That's what I'm saying. So like in different groups, they have their problems, but our problem, even though that's a problem across the board for everybody, our problem isn't that simple.
I know, but it's still
So-
a problem that needs to be like.
Yeah, but how do you shame that?
I'm not shaming it. Okay, with constructive. There has to be another way. I was just saying we need to.
Wait, what about you just
we
be
have to
like,
do more positive things.
what if you're like, hey, cut off? At the second Riddick movie with what's his name? The Italian half black dude that people don't know about, Vin Diesel. Where in the I think the third Chronicle Riddick, I think the guy drops off on the planet and he says you do you, and he just shot the cliff and then they escape on a ship. So people, I think at this point, like, people should be exiled, excommunicated.
Exiled.
That's basically basically cancel culture.
No, that's not even cancel. That's like, no, y'all do that. We're over here. When you're ready to like come back.
So you're saying to give them a lake
their own island.
to go.
On islands, they go do things.
You're acting like it's not gonna affect us. Water stream just flows, bro.
I'm-
That's what you gotta think of. Like, just like crap flows, crime flows the same way. It affects everybody. Car theft affects everybody with insurance. Shooting affects
That
everybody with.
should not be a thing. Just because someone, old buddy's car gets jacked, like it's 1995 New Jersey, doesn't mean my thing has to go
Also
up.
be a
They don't care.
Perfect driver, perfect record, no accidents.
they
You're
do
gonna
not
raise
care.
my rates?
They don't care because somebody has to be paid. You know what I mean?
What does it mean?
See,
What?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's based off of numbers, right? That's what it is. It's a trend.
Man,
Yeah.
Trend.
And at the same time, you know, speaking of things that are like classified as like, oh, this one race does it or this one race does it. Tyler Perry movies.
Oh, okay. You okay?
That's what
Now, have you seen the recent one, the divorce one,
no.
where in the opening scene, there's like a funeral happening, right? And I think it's like 4 brothers, one passed away. But the mother ordered the other brothers to take the body of the brother out of the casket. And everyone's confused, and the mom was like, take him out of the casket now. The casket costs more than him anyways. Take him out the casket. And they just pick up the guy and just shuffle them out the casket. And all this commotion going on in the church and everything. Like, that was the opening scene of Tyler Perry's latest movie.
Well, that's a hook.
With Megan Good and Corey.
Thing Ely.
And
Mark Haley?
no.
No, he wasn't in it.
Although that situation was crazy too.
That's the shit it was.
But
Oh, ooh.
What? There's nothing deep about that, anyways.
Ooh, of course you would say that. Of course you would say that.
Nothing deep about it.
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
Tyler Perry, yeah.
Tyler Perry and like typical movies, bro.
not
Like-
just him, but like, yeah, it's just
Like, bro, can't there just be a loving family, like a family? Like, I know there's dysfunctions in every family, but bro, why y'all promoting this single mother thing every single time?
Is it promoting or is it existing?
I don't care if it's existing. I feel like the way I see it, if you promote certain things, it could change the projective of things. If you promote, like for example, I don't know, the Boondocks Band BT episode,
right.
that Band BT episode, he basically called out everything that's happening today.
Right.
When the woman said,
Eric
I
McGruder.
saw a black person reading a book and he was smiling. We got to change that. We got to stop this.
Right.
Crime rates rised up since BT because, back in the day, they used to talk about going to school, college. Now what are they talking about?
I don't even know. Like, I don't think there's any.
Ratchet foolishness.
Like, yeah.
How much straps do you have? Like, I'm not saying that
Okay.
those songs don't slap.
I was gonna say, is it due to the fact that good production is not available from people who actually want to do it?
No, because there's good production is not available to people that promote positivity.
Like, you don't get a chance, really.
Right?
You don't get funding.
What are you gonna promote? A family that has good family-based marriage is going through situation, or Real Housewives of Atlanta? Real
I mean-
Housewives of Atlanta.
They both sound like good shows.
I know, but like,
I know, you know the show Blackish? I'm surprised that, I'm glad that a show like that exists.
Yes.
But that's one out of how many though?
At the same time, some people, and that's the thing, some people just can't be pleased because some people look at Blackish and like, oh, that's not me. That's not my culture.
I think sometimes they break into fourth dimension too much.
All
Yeah.
the two fourth dimension.
And it's like, that's not my Blackish. That's not my part of black. You know, some people were Will Smith, some people were Carlton Banks, right?
Right.
But
see, what people don't understand, like.
But that was relatable. And I mean, like, even structurally, Boondocks, for example. Boondocks is about two young kids who live with their grandparents. Where are the real parents?
which is fair.
Right? They must be at work.
That is a question I don't think I've heard anyone ask, really.
Right?
Forgot.
Because most times, people, like, at that age, a lot of the kids are raised by their grandparents at that age because their parents are working their ass off.
Mm.
But you never see their parents. That's the thing.
Mm. But for me, I just feel like
This is giving Rugrats.
Now I'm thinking, in the series, they never brought up, like John Witherspoon, who played Granddad, right? He never brought up, your dad is or your mom.
they never do that.
That's interesting.
But in a lot of shows, they do that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just enter into a family structure, and that just seemed normal. How come no one questioned that?
Like, if you really think about it, the Boondocks was on the money with a lot of things. The Thugnificent stuff, a lot of things with the black culture, they were on it, like, on to the T. You know, that fourth season was a travesty, but they're on it, and people will watch it and still be like, what the hell?
Right.
But that's what they're promoting.
Said what the hell to
I
Boondocks.
believe people, no, not what the hell. No, people, I'm saying people, not what the hell, but what the hell to, like, what's going on today.
Like what, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people, they're pushing poison, and they're just like, get the bag, sis, brother.
But that's what I mean. That goes back to my thing, like, incentives, right? What are the incentives associated to certain things?
There's an incentive to feed your people poison. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think there's an incentive to pay. They're not going to promote. They don't want us to be together for real.
That's what we're hearing a lot.
They want us to be together for profit, for their profit.
And how come no one has learned how to unlearn that?
Because
I think something's happening where it's slowly, like...
It's slowly
people are
being aware. Like, I mean, you watch the BT Awards and you're just like, oh my Lord, like, where's the talent?
So where's the talent? I can't stand you.
You know what? Compared to, like, now to 10 years ago, which would be 2014.
Yeah, but those are the people who were talented those years ago were childhood stars and have childhood mental health issues now as adults.
I can't say that.
That's
10 years ago, still T-Pain was still popping.
T-Pain, okay, and who else?
Akon, J. Cole was still doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, 10 years ago.
Drake, singing Drake, I would assume.
You have to be specific. Singing Drake. Before Views.
No, Views was...
That was 2016.
Okay,
yeah. Before Views, yeah.
That was probably Take Care or Nothing Was the Same.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those two.
So Drake was a childhood star. Same with J. Cole.
I'm just saying.
Wait, J. Cole's a child star from where?
J. Cole was never a child star.
What?
J. Cole was never a child star. No, not my Cole. Not Cole.
What'd you say?
No.
This is not my Cole.
But I'm going to say this. Like, it just seems very weird. That's all it is. I just noticed that. It's just very weird.
You know what's crazy? When
But sometimes the poison is good, though.
Wow.
I
wouldn't say that.
I'm sorry.
Is it?
It's a bad thing. It's like it knows how to get to your mind.
I mean, I'm in the belief of, like, they hire psychologists before they push any product, and then they do sample tests and they go, oh, this is good? Okay, mass. Hit on the mass. Remember, but when Cosby did the Cosby Show, he was getting hit back then because people were like, oh, that's not our families and da-da-da. Well, my mom's not a lawyer. My dad's not a doctor. Da-da-da. My siblings, we do sibling rivalries, but we get along. We don't get along in my house.
Yeah, you're going to have anomalies, but they're not going to push people to get a career or understand taxes or understand certain things. Like, they're not going to push that. They don't want to push that to us.
What?
What do you mean? Huh?
People are willing to learn these things?
I'm not saying people are willing to learn it, but
I'm
they're
so
not.
confused.
They're not pushing it. Like
Well,
they're not pushing it enough to say
well,
like.
that's not their problem.
That's what I'm saying. They're not pushing it enough to like. They don't want you to. They
But
don't want.
that's-
They don't want to know. Want you to know how to take care of your own money
But again, that's not
and be
their
self-sufficient.
problem.
Of course, but what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But then they're pushing something else though that
they're
like
they're
like,
feeding you
like,
poison
Like spend your money.
to us.
Spend yeah, like spend your money. Do you go broke? And then keep up with the Jones, as I say. You know.
It's all back to what is it? How to sell to a Negro.
Wow, okay.
That whole story. You ever read
That
that
video.
book, that video and thing?
It was a whole booklet video that teaches you how to market and sell to Black people, African Americans specifically.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, I see what you did there. But I'll just say this. Like, I just feel like, you know what? And the problem is, as much as I love the poison, there's a little too much poison. I mean, who would you say is the Laurel Hill of this era?
So rap very well and sing very well.
I would say rap. Well, not sing, but Rhapsody is.
But then
But at the same
she
time-
doesn't get promoted like that. She doesn't get pushed like that.
To be feeling poison, which is fine, I guess. If to each their
Skillful
own.
wise. That's the thing. Skillful wise,
But that's the same thing. People don't.
Rhapsody, that's really,
It's weird because I remember J. Cole's music. People were like, "Oh, they used to make me go to sleep," and I'm like, "Man, that's literally like the struggle and the grind of like life and understanding that type of situation." But I guess people don't like that stuff. But at the same time, you know what? I guess who am I? It's hypocritical of me because you know what?
You know what? You kind of answered your own question as you said that.
Yeah,
Because, like, that would require a lot of people to have empathy.
I want people to have empathy. I think we need more empathy.
And that's a skill.
I guess so.
Skill
Is it a
to
skill?
skill to think about other people's situations and actually consider it.
Of course. Of course, I guess.
otherwise you just become the machine.
Yeah.
You
So you don't
somehow
care.
get a satellite in space, somehow get a building, and then you just be like, I'm gonna show what I want to show.
But
Or
it
you can
gets-
start small.
But at
and-
the same time, it gets to a point that like you get to a certain age where you realize I can't be doing this type of life. I can't be sagging my pants at 45.
That's
I
wild.
mean, some people.
But why would you
Well,
want to be?
45 looks different from what it used to be 10 years ago and 20 years ago.
Why would you want to be the?
It does.
Why would you want to be the 50-year-old at the club
It does.
and not like attendee at the club?
I mean, 50-year-olds do
Attendee.
do look different nowadays.
That's not the point I'm trying to make. You've been around the world 366 days for 50 years.
Some of them have.
So how can someone wait? I'm saying 50-year-old,
Yeah.
not 50 look like 50. You are 50 years old,
Yeah.
Still in the club.
still at the club
Sagging.
Yeah.
with a 25-year-old.
Yeah. Because that's where her mental state is.
I mean,
And fashion and style.
you're not really wrong there. 'cause,
You're not really wrong.
The one that shall not be named, he would dress like that too. And yeah.
You know what? But sometimes you got to be at a certain age when you have to say enough's enough. We can't do this anymore. Speaking of people that are saying enough's enough, Joe Biden.
Wait, what was I gonna say? Before you go to I'm gonna step down Joe. I was gonna say as an exit, like a solution to this, like there's a reason why like the internet thing, like people try to control it as much as possible because there's no excuse now. Like there's no like before internet you had to like pitch a show, you had to go to a network, face high chance of rejection, but now you got like you can use a phone camera, you can use a camera, and you can shoot what you want to do.
Yeah.
All you need is an internet connection.
But they
Put
gonna
the message out
but
there.
the thing about it is, what are they pushing? They're not pushing.
They're pushing what they think is art.
No, they're pushing what works, which is ratchetry.
But what happens?
They're pushing what I get it, but like
You know, it takes a level to get people to a level outside of ratchetry, you know.
it takes a lot of people to get out of ratchetry.
It does take a lot of people to get out of ratchetry.
I'd say the most popular tech person on YouTube, although he's black, he doesn't. It's like
Yeah, that's one where I complain a lot.
What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, because like the other day when he was like doing a stream and it's like, why did he get popular for being in a jail? Like,
Oh, I think you're talking to somebody else. You're talking two different people. Yeah.
Whoa, I don't.
I was thinking about that one.
No. Or like RDC World, they do everything, everyday life. They do a little hood shit, but then they do anime. They do, but yeah, they're the most popular one though.
I like them. I like them for that. I like what they do there. That is different.
Dormtainment.
I don't. Okay, Dormtainment. They're just like comedy. Yeah.
Dormtainment did everyday life.
Comedy is different than like promoting something for your kids to want to do the same thing.
So yeah. So I was gonna say, I think the visual that a lot of people probably are not liking is drama.
They don't.
No. I think they love drama. The problem is when it comes to your life.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like drama itself, like that genre of like recreating
Trauma.
film. Yeah, that style just kind of like affects people in a way that's like, oh, this is too much. You know, like the other day I watched Supacell. And honestly,
What about it?
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say before watching it, right? When I saw Supacell, I said, "What kind of BS is this? Why can't Black people speak English properly?" That was the first thing I said.
Okay.
That was the first thing. Because I was like, why can't we have a show and it's just Supercell? Why do we have to say Supa? It was cringe for me in that sense, right? But watching it, because it's a drama now, watching it, when I mean that show is top tier.
Okay, you scared me. I was like, if you try to disrespect Supercell,
if you
man's on the block and I don't see no upstairs, 6 old people outside. I was so scared.
Well, why I'm saying that is because it was such a nice display of different socioeconomics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was really well done, and it was grimy enough. I hate to use that word, but like gritty, I guess.
Right.
Gritty enough, and like to be the equivalent of like BMF, but not to that extent.
Or Top Boy with superpowers.
Yeah, and then it was like, you know, like it was definitely giving Sex in the City in certain parts.
Interesting.
That was the range.
It was well written.
That was the range.
Well written and well acted. Like
yes.
Even like the Digger D was in there. They played Idonia. They played like coach like things.
They did good. It was well done.
And this is for those that are watching. It's a movie. Right?
No,
it's a show.
It's a show.
And
only
even
6 episodes.
It's only 6 episodes.
6 episodes, and it was great. It was great. The flow was amazing. And even if you chopped it in half each episode, because I think each episode's like 50 minutes or 55 minutes.
It
would be great. If he stretched that out to be 12, that would have been like, mwah.
It brings that awareness to sickle cell.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And there's learning, and like to me.
But it's just one season now?
It's one season.
I feel like that was their pilot season.
Ooh.
It was.
But they have to finish the show because the way that cliffhanger was.
Cliffhanger
was nice. Nice. Nice.
She don't listen, fam.
Nice.
Why do
I
don't want to generalize, but
stay
home.
Stay
home. The man said he didn't want you around. He said stay home.
But you know what he did? He didn't tell the whole truth.
Sometimes
he had omission, and he thought that was the most important part to be about.
Sometimes you have to stay home. Sometimes you gotta wait for the man.
Sometimes you have to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Sometimes you wait for the man to tell you. Wait for the man to tell you.
The important part.
You seen what was happening.
I gotta see it.
Bro.
Oh
you see the man is going through something. He's going to tell you.
Okay.
He is going to tell you. Just wait.
But the man is out here not coming home at regular times, not communicating, not picking up his phone.
Oh, no.
The girl's trying to like, what's happening? She's sitting at home waiting every night, trying to call, leave a whole message, and the man's not answering.
She knew a bit though. She knew a bit. She knew some stuff.
She knew something.
No.
But it wasn't because of him.
Nerdsy don't stop.
It wasn't because of him. She had to go and research. She had to go find it out
that
on her
part,
own.
Okay, that part I can agree with.
Yeah.
But once
the most important
relax. Once you know, relax.
But what's
stand
the
at your yard.
part?
Just like Ralph for stand at your yard.
Why couldn't she know from the beginning?
That's like rough.
Now that man's a selfish shoot, going back in time for him in time, just because of the one girl that did not listen to stay at the yard.
Yo, he should have told her from the jump.
It's not about telling her from jump,
It is
brother.
about telling her from the jump.
Nerds, you don't.
Because the only reason why the whole conversation for her to 10 out of her yard is because he never said anything.
He said he's going to tell you.
He never said anything. He told her everything
He
except
was-
the one part that mattered.
He was doing everything to save her.
The one part that mattered.
He was doing everything, rallying up the troops to save
See?
her.
That's what I'm saying.
And she don't
That's what I'm
listen,
saying.
dog.
That's why you're supposed to tell them
Yo,
everything.
what up,
That's
meds, dog?
why you're supposed to tell a girl everything and don't hold out.
I'm not saying
because
to
you
hold
don't know
out,
if
but
that's going to actually help you.
You saw the episodes. He was going to tell her, man's knocked on the door. I'm going to tell you later.
But
Things
never
happened,
told her.
But he was
But never told her.
planning to.
Weeks on weeks.
Because she wasn't
Weeks
there
on
at the
weeks.
house waiting,
The
man.
ma-
She went to
my
go
girl-
snoop.
My girl is sitting there for a whole month straight, waiting for her whole man to come home. Like what?
But
how do you
things were
get
but
engaged to
he-
somebody
I
and then
believe-
all of a sudden the
I
person just
believe-
disappears on you?
You know what?
I mean,
and the thing,
that's crazy.
Certain things I understand, but
That's crazy.
But-
Timeline wise, that's madness.
here's the thing. Certain
All of a
things are.
sudden, this man says,
certain
"Yo,
things-
can you be my wife?" And then you disappear.
That's
And I
Can't
agree
even
with
call
you.
you.
I
Are you
agree
by
with
your
you.
mom's? I don't
Listen to
know.
me.
Like, where are you?
Listen, I agree with the
My girl
feelings.
started looking for her man.
but
That's what it is.
Here's the thing. I agree with the feelings. I agree with everything you're telling me. But she should have been at home.
And he should have communicated.
She should have been at home. Communicate or communicate not. He's still alive. She's not.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay.
big point. Big
Because she
point.
not listen, man.
But she is alive though.
No,
I think she's alive still.
I don't think so.
I do.
So
remember,
basically,
remember in TV
I think
show.
that, and I bet you in the
she was
story,
alive.
if he had told her from the jump, that would have been the whole saving grace.
That is not gonna be the saving grace.
Yeah, yo.
Because when you guys know
Yeah,
that, you know what?
You know why? You want to know why? I feel like.
I know.
You know why I feel like.
Woo,
The writers gonna do that?
They're gonna get me. They're gonna cook me. I knew when to stop.
so basically, check out Supercell on Netflix, right? Netflix, right? On Netflix right now.
Yeah, Netflix.
I'm gonna have to catch up on.
Yeah,
that.
you have to
I'm
watch it,
saying
yo.
she
You have to.
should've
You have to
stayed
binge
home.
watch it.
All
Like,
I'm saying is,
'cause
she
even-
should have stayed home. I hear you. I understand. Stay mad. Stay lost in the mission
but the
at
only-
home.
Yeah, but the only reason why she was even there in the first place was because she was finding things, and he was not telling her. So that's the only reason
was
why she
finding
ended up
another
looking
side.
things.
I understand that, but
That's the
brother,
only reason why she started looking, because he never actually really communicated.
she knew enough to keep looking or whatever. She had some stuff that she could look, and that's fine. But when a man
But that's
tell
what
you,
I mean.
Tan, your yard. It's okay, Tan. Like, bro,
Only time he
Bro.
communicates to her is when he's angry.
you were no help.
And has
when
no-
things are pop off.
Nah, man.
She was no
Nah,
help.
man. She was such a help. What are you talking about? If she never told that information that she researched, he wouldn't know that.
Oh, she would have found out anyway.
I'm telling you, it's because he never communicated. I swear, this whole solution to this whole thing is if he tells her from the beginning. The beginning.
Yo, you would love that to be the solution. Now. What
You
is
know
it?
why?
You would love that to
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because then it would talk about communication.
Wow.
Yo, listen to me. I already had. The funny
Wow.
thing is, I already had this conversation. Certain things you shouldn't watch with certain people, you know, because you're watching it. Is like, you see what happened?
See,
You see what
exactly.
I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore. There's certain things you shouldn't watch with certain people.
I am not enjoying
especially when you're watching it happen. You see what happened? All you have to do is not omit anything.
Yo,
You
facts.
know? What's wrong with you guys?
Facts.
Omitting everything.
Facts.
Lord, I'm gonna leave it alone though.
Because that's the reason.
I love it though. I love it. I love that conversation. But
That is a good, like, do you omit or you tell everything?
No, because in
listen
this
to
given
me.
situation, if he told
Okay.
her everything, yo,
for the sake of my well-being, you shouldn't omit.
Okay.
you don't. You
should
don't.
omit, okay?
In this given situation, you tell
For the sake-
everything. If everything from the jump, my girl would have stayed home. If she knew from the jump, she would have stayed home.
No, she wouldn't. Stop lying.
She would have stayed home.
Stop lying.
She would have
Stop
stayed
lying.
home.
Stop lying. That is more reason for her to show up.
No.
With no powers.
No, she'd be like
Nothing.
Mary Jane and he's
You're
Superman.
bare.
Superman. That's it.
There.
Then what do you mean?
Why, and that's
She
the one
would've
thing I never
stayed
understood about
home.
superhero people. Like, bro, you don't have superpower, but you want to jump in on the thing, brother.
Batman with no gadgets?
Brother, Batman with no gadgets, fam.
Bro.
No hand combat, no skill, no
The only
super,
reason,
you know, flying
but
thing.
but the whole thing is when they met there, it was chance. It wasn't because anything else. It was chance.
Y'all be so focused on chance.
It's
y'all
chance
love
that they
chance.
did that.
Y'all need to gamble.
If they never
The
met,
way y'all move.
Wow, that's...
and the thing is, for me, it's the fact that the man's really like wheeling back, and he's like, "Oh, if I never did this, then maybe this would never have happened, and if I never did this, and maybe this wouldn't have happened, and never." No, if you just communicated,
Wow.
she would have stayed home, and it would never have happened.
That is not true.
She would have went to her merry work.
I disagree.
Merry work.
Completely.
And you know what?
I disagree.
What's crazy is that
But for the wellness, I agree. I totally agree. For the sake of the show, I disagree. But
Honestly?
this is my life and that TV show are two
man.
different things.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy
Separate
is
that.
why didn't he have the ability to go to the moment? That was my thing.
Listen to me.
He couldn't
That
go
man,
to the moment.
yo, that man was going back in time. This guy was doing everything to
Right, that's what I'm
save
saying.
the one gal.
Except communication.
And you're telling me she would have survived off communication is absurd.
I'm telling you. Yo, I swear, yo, this man better hear this pod today.
You're super soft.
And I swear,
yo, bro.
season 8 needs to be this.
Wow.
Yo, bro,
Wow.
bro.
It needs to all come to the fact.
You're telling me she would have survived based off communication skills?
Yes. Yes. As I said, the man disappeared. The man proposed to her to be engaged. They get engaged. And then moments later, he just disappears. He's not coming home. He's not doing whatever. Yo.
But he showed her the skill.
Yeah.
He just didn't tell her that, hey, this is going to happen if I don't do the things I'm doing.
Yo.
This is why y'all can't have surprise events.
That's so funny.
Because when man start doing weird stuff, you're trying to figure out what it is.
You're not supposed to
and
be
then-
weird. You're supposed to be normal. Why? Normal. Doing these things.
What does normal even mean? You know what?
Do your regular stuff.
You know what? Let's go Biden to Biden. Now Biden
Just
has said bye
just
to the next term.
no in sync.
He doesn't.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Now you think they low-key bullied him? Like it's weird. how,
Bullied him out of cabin?
No, like, it's, no,
On the six-
I don't think
like,
so.
Yo, man, come on, man. You gotta.
What would they bully him with?
no, like
Retirement papers?
Like,
Like,
come on.
I have to fight. He's like, yo, you can't even get up. I could do this.
What was ill about the one of the headlines that said after the COVID-19 announcement, he is stepping down. I was like, ooh. That's nasty work. Oh.
I mean, it was probably settled in from time. 2 weeks ago.
That's funny.
That was crazy.
They probably said, you know what? They probably saw the assassination attempt and said, sir, I don't want this to happen.
Oh,
to
that's
you.
true.
Like,
That's true.
that- I
and
mean-
it's like, are you? I don't know.
I was theorizing that last
Because I feel like they'll go back and forth, right? But obviously,
That'd be crazy. So wait, someone tried to attempt to take Trump's ear,
and he
and
said,
then someone tried to take Biden's ear, and then someone tried to take Trump's collar.
No.
And it's
it's just a war.
just
on
a back and forth. It sounds like Mission
man's
Impossible.
are gonna be
That
like
would be
Miss.
wrong.
Who is it? Lil Kim.
Mary J. Or
Oh,
yeah,
the-
Mary J. Blige.
Oh, forgive me. That's assassination attempt. That's not a good thing.
that's
That is not okay to make fun of. But
tighten
he's
up your
stepping
skirt,
down,
please.
and you know what?
So who's gonna take care of the country in the
They're saying-
times that
Kamala or Mala.
It's Kamala. Kamala. I kept saying Kamala, but maybe it's the Caribbean. in me.
Kamala.
Because when is the
Kamala.
turnover? When does the change of hand happen?
Kamala.
So
October?
Biden's gonna finish on the rest of November. He's gonna finish on the rest of the year, and then
And he endorses Kamala to be the vice president to
Well,
be.
if he's stepping down and then it's official that he stepped down, then the vice president has to take in place of office.
No. Stepping down for the next term.
Oh.
So for the election.
Oh, so he's for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and he's
Okay.
done for the election, and
Got
he's
you.
promoting, endorsing Kamala Harris.
wonder-
Kamala
I
Harris.
wonder if he'll do something petty. He'll be like, "Yeah, you guys want to push me out? All right.
You
All
wanna
right.
Keep somebody.
Oh, I'm. You're gonna push me out? Okay.
We have to remember.
All right.
Me.
Do we forget that, he was in office when Obama was in office, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he older, man.
These guys, remember, presidents, people age in dog years. Like, it's a different,
It's a highly,
like,
highly
the stress and strain,
Rolling.
the things you got to deal with.
You gotta go. You gotta go in different countries. You don't know if someone's gonna get you there. You're like, you don't know actually. You're on planes. You don't know if someone's gonna fly a missile at it. Like,
That's true.
it's
That's
a
true.
whole-
I mean, like, the fact that in your own soil somebody's trying to attack
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
The
yeah.
man said, I'm not going to even eat my own food. I'm going to buy McDonald's.
That's hilarious.
Remember
That
when he had
is-
that press? Trump said, I'm not buy 20 junior chickens, 20 big doubles. We're gonna eat McDonald's. A likelier
for
chance
the-
of them trying to kill me.
That was the what's it called? That was for a team too.
Yeah.
That's
So
so funny.
the team just had one guy has 2 burgers in his hands. Like,
But at the same time, it's like, hey, it's cost effective. You know what I mean? It's cost effective. They don't need champagne. Couple burgers and Sprite, high C, sweetened, unsweetened iced tea. You know what I mean? But
no, prediction wise, like,
yo,
is
bro,
it over?
I think it's done. Close curtains.
It's close.
I told you, it's come closer from last week. It was done from last week, and now this is happening. It's like this side is the problem is it's sad because it's like
You're too old, man. Come
it's
off
not
the
even.
chair,
It's
man.
for me, it's
Come
like
off the chair, my
I
boy.
keep seeing it as the millions and millions of people on Earth. These are your 2 representatives.
I was gonna say, so if he
It's-
steps down and it's just Trump, does he win by default?
No, Trump. No,
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
no.
Because he's the only one running.
So,
They have to find a Democrat leader and they're endorsing Kamala to do it.
yeah.
The first Black Asian woman.
I mean,
What? Why you saying you want
if
to
they
throw up?
do
It's 'cause
that,
they-
if they do that,
Why do
that might be a good thing.
you see?
Good for who though?
You see? I see what you're
Good
saying,
for who?
but it's not gonna happen.
Just imagine
America-
if Michelle all of a sudden popped up.
They want that to happen
They
though.
want that to happen. though.
DC wants that to happen, but nah, man. Michelle is saying, "I'm gonna sleep in my bed.
I want to sleep good.
I want to sleep good."
I've seen what my husband's been through. I don't want to deal with this. I got books about this. I don't need to deal with this.
You go in that position like your hair like this color, and then you come out and it's just
Dog.
gray,
That's what I say. Dog years.
looking lost. Bush, Clinton,
Dog years.
Obama, any of them.
Bill Clinton, the weed is helping him. The weed is helping him. You can tell he's getting some of the finest weed. That man's walking around smiling every day, smiling, bare teeth.
I can't.
He doesn't even know what's going on in the room. He's like, you know what I mean? Can you imagine if Biden was smoking like that?
Maybe that'll correct. Maybe that'll correct something.
Or maybe he already is. Who knows?
I don't think
Maybe.
so. I don't
Maybe
think so, bro.
he needs to be
I don't
off.
think so.
I don't know what kind of dope makes you stutter like that, but
Sometimes I'm staring at him like, yo, where's the white in your eyes, bro?
that's yo.
Like, when I don't see the white in your eyes, I feel like something is off. Are you human?
That's
Are you a lizard man?
Yo, I don't.
Like, sometimes I look at people, if I don't see the white in your eyes, I'm like,
Are you a lizard man?
not
like,
zooming in.
like I don't trust.
yeah.
I don't know if I could trust you still. Look over there for a second. No, ahead. Just turn your eye this way. Oh, okay.
Just
All right.
wrong.
Okay. But Kamala, I don't think America, what? Triple trouble. That's triple trouble. Black, Asian, and a woman?
I don't see the problem.
I don't see the problem either.
Well,
I don't see the problem,
a lot of people-
but they see the problem.
They
The
they-
person has a good track record.
I've been watching House of
That's
Dragon.
what they say, but
I've been watching House of Dragon, and I see how, the patriarch is like, we don't want the woman to lead.
It is-
They're not meant to lead.
damn.
which is BS
Right.
because there's a lot of great women leaders.
There
Like,
are.
what was it 2016? They wanted Hillary, and it was like, nah, we're good on that. But they learned in 2020 though. They learned very quickly. Like, no, we probably should have. We probably should have.
What a Hillary.
We probably should have did that.
He came right after us, so we were supporters. They came right after us, but at the same time, what I don't like is the fact that people are saying, I am voting for this person because I don't want that guy to be in office.
I mean, I
If
hear you.
that's how we're thinking, that is really bad.
Like, even for up here, like, people are going like, oh, we'll go Pierre pour le verre. I have to say it like that. Over Justin because they don't want Justin to, like,
Win.
That is
But
crazy.
Paul is Pierre, sorry.
Paul
Olivier. Yeah. Pierre, he seems to be talking some talking points that are relatable to people. So that's not only just because JT seems to be doing a shipwreck, but it just Pierre saying some stuff that people are like, yeah, he
But
gets
sometimes
me.
you just need to say what needs to be said, and then everybody's like, "Yay, I like you." That's the thing about politics. The problem thing with politics, they'll say everything they need to see to get in that seat, but once they get in that seat and they have that power, it's like Bishop from Juice.
But people forget. People forget that
Lose their cotton picking
wow.
mind.
I mean, even if
Wow.
people
That's
do
not
think that,
Sorry,
they still
that's
have
not
to try and change things in like
See,
the
the eagle.
the structure of it.
patriarchal.
The patriarchal.
No, I was saying they have to change the structure of it. Even if they go into power and they do get all this power, they are not realizing that the machine that is currently running is not the machine that they have, or the idea that they think that they have.
Yeah, but they don't care about all that. They want somebody to stand for America. When you go to these countries, you want an American man to stand for us because they will fight. Whatever the eagle do that's not even the eagle.
What's funny about that? It's not an eagle. It's a falcon. So they recorded a falcon noise. And
Every time you see America, just so like sometimes you gotta.
the eagle just flies. America.
So yeah, sometimes it's just.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's a rough situation in America. You know what I mean? So
Hey man. They have too
I
much things to worry
pray
about,
that
like,
they figure it out and it makes sense.
I don't think this is gonna be figured out. Like.
And the thing about it, the problem is when America sneezes, Canada catches a cold. So I'm like, as much as this happens, I can see it follow soon in Canada. Justin Trudeau, I'm stepping down because y'all don't like me. Like it'll be something like, you know what I mean?
To be fair, that should have. When the blackface thing happened, that should have happened around that time.
Yo, bro.
That should have happened.
Yo, bro, when the blackface happened twice, when the first time he was like, I apologize, and then the second time it was, yo, I don't even know how much times I did this. Like,
That's a what? Huh?
what? You the master of the skies?
Not
That's
this guy.
yo.
Shang Tsung?
That's
That
so wrong.
the Shanks of blackface is crazy.
But
The
like,
Shanks of blackface is crazy.
but hey,
Whoa.
bye Biden.
Not by Biden.
Have a great day. I'm sorry that it happened, and Kamala. That's gonna be an interesting debate. Kamala and
I like how no.
and Trump. Kamala and Trump is gonna be a debate if they have one,
I mean, they're gonna probably have to.
because that one is gonna be like, you don't know anything. You don't work. Where were you when all this is happening?
So you're hiding.
I mean, what power did she have at that point?
I don't know.
I mean, VP, vice president.
Let's see. I would like to see that. That's gonna be entertaining.
But it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to help the country. It's not supposed to be entertaining.
What if that was the case to help the country? If
If
that was the case to help the country, if that's all that Reagan was.
2016, and look what happened.
Yo,
People were
yo,
like, "Oh,
throw-
I'm gonna vote for that guy."
yo, put the Rock as a Democrat, yo. Put the Rock.
You said The Rock?
Yes.
Dwayne Johnson?
I can see him.
I could see him become president.
president. Yeah.
The Rock?
You think he's another Arnold?
Mike Skills, what? The Rock could become president. What? Yo, I'm gonna tell you this: the way wrestling is moving right now, to all the wrestling watchers, if they keep it like this with the storylines and all that stuff, 4 years go by and it's straight fire, he can go for president.
That's hilarious.
And I will tell you this, and especially that they go to Netflix, so it's gonna be unfiltered.
Okay. That's a deal. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What, for the debates?
No, just wrestling in general. Because wrestling is on live TV or whatever, but they're going to Netflix next year. So Netflix is unfiltered. You know what I mean?
Wow. Netflix is really pulling some.
So imagine that. And yo, all I'm saying is this is gonna be interesting to watch. Pray for America. Pray for Canada.
Pray for the markets this week.
You know, they're going through it, as you could tell.
The markets are gonna be.
As you could
Where's
tell.
the dollar gonna be?
You know, they can't even sing the national anthem as well as they could.
Oh,
Shout out to Ingrid.
Don't do that.
That's just the condition of the country right now. Just drunk and oh
my goodness.
Hey, man.
and
That's
the
crazy that we're using one
Rockets.
person to represent the whole country right now.
Ball bursting. Yeah.
Well, then, if she was not under the influence, she probably would sound great. She has a nice
Right.
voice.
Well, the world would be a better place if they weren't. A lot of people weren't under the influence. The whole world would be a better place.
There's a lot of functioning users out there. Functioning.
I agree. In that moment, was not captured very well. But her voice was nice.
See,
I like country music, so her voice was nice.
You can sit.
Her rendition now, but I like country music, and I like her tone.
The worst is when someone's singing and the runs don't sound like runs; they sound like trips.
Oh,
that's wild.
oh, jeez.
Trips and stumbles.
Down the stairs.
Yeah, that's
Land of the free.
nah, it's funny. It's like the picture I saw of like you're supposed to put carpet. You're supposed to put a certain carpet on your stairs, but they made it so camouflaged that it looks like the stairs is like that looks like a ramp. So like someone's walking and going, "Oh, final." It's like a meme, like final boss, and you're just like, "Yo, I gotta roll down these stairs." Like I gotta show that picture. I gotta show that picture.
Oh Lord, and
but
I pray for just healing and understanding and just some clarity. And whatever has to happen, let it happen.
oh shoot, well,
You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta break things down before you elevate. And sometimes we just need wisdom to just take over the situation. I don't know who's the smartest person, who's the best candidate. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people are mad at one. And you just had the complex interview. It was like, I'm 81 and I'm going to be 82 and I'm still able to do what I have to. And then you just step down. Wasn't it John? Was it John? Who was it that stepped down just a while ago about the affair? Like it's just been a weird 2 years.
oh the John Tory, yeah,
John
yeah.
Tory. That one I said, listen, I've been a dog cheating. When you guys are home, I was having people at my home. No further questions. Have a great day. I'm resigning. It's like, hey, wait! The man said,
wait.
and I'm gonna drop a podcast. But
I'm a Trump podcast, yes.
but yeah, let's wrap this up.
That's funny.
Do you guys have anything? Should I say drop at a time like this? Drop that election to promote. There. You guys have anything to promote? Drop has a negative connotation.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
I was
Does
very
it? In relation to what?
You know, I don't know. I just feel like we need to use more high vibrational words.
high vibrational words.
I've been hearing that lately.
Sorry.
Not the background music.
High vibrations. We need high vibrations
Wow, that's
in serenity. Do you have anything to uplift, sister? Brother?
wow.
Have anything to uplift?
Yes.
I don't know. I'll be listening.
Well, you can definitely find me on Instagram at THENERDZZZ, the Nerd C. And you can also find my photography page at ZZZ.studio, ZZZ.STUDIOTO. And if you're interested in working with each other, definitely check out my links. I should have an, what's this thing called?
A link tree.
Yes, a link tree, but a questionnaire.
Oh, okay.
And then we will be able to like
Microsoft right now.
see
Sorry.
if we could work together and bring your vision to life. So
Thank you, Nerdzy,
yes,
for your upliftment.
yes. Oh, and
enlightenment.
I'm gonna drop the Caravana stuff just now, guys. So don't worry, it's coming with the video.
So, are you ready for the road?
I am ready for the road.
You're gonna plants to the left, plants to the right.
Yes, I'm going to do that.
You're gonna everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump.
Yes, I don't
Start
know
a wave
I don't know how to
and
do
whine.
Yeah.
Is your bumper gonna catch a fire?
Wow. I believe it might get hot.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. They'll press anything to enlighten and uplift in this high vibrational session today.
I don't have anything.
Okay. All right.
Just know when I put on chapstick, everybody puts on chapstick. That's all I can say right now. I have nothing to promote.
Let me sit up. High vibrational posture. Hello, world. Jay Hunterville on Instagram. Blizzard Boys Coldest Pod out. We put those on Twitch. I haven't been on there lately, but high vibrations, guys. Serenity, peace. If there's any questions, compliments, collaborations, complaints, or encouragements, because we are a high vibrational and serenity filled pod, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. That is askthevent@gmail.com. Ding! Ding! Do you know the thing that ding? We're also on YouTube, Instagram, instant gratification, Instagram. We're on Twitter or X, because X marks the spot. We're on LINKTREE because we have branches. Theventpod. Pod.
It just stopped.
Thank you guys for watching. You guys be safe on this trip. This is the event. We out. Peace. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh!